Hey, what's up guys? This is Poker Express, and we are back with another episode of Poker Hands. Before getting into it, I would like to ask you guys to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy our videos. Let's jump straight into the action.
Welcome back, everybody, to the $250,000 Super High Roller Championship here at PartyPoker Live Caribbean Poker Party. We are, of course, in the Bahama Resort and Casino. And this is how your final six stack up in this ginormous buy-in event. Stefan Sondheimer is the chip leader. Peters 3-bet jammed on last hand. This time opens up ace-9 in the hijack. Wow, Ike with another pocket pair. Wow.
That's why he folded.
You can smell them.
Yeah.
Sean looks down at aces on the button.
Some players just have the aces face and you fold pocket jacks, pocket tens. This is the flat call.
Right, and this is an extension sort of, just doesn't have that many hands. I guess he's going to 3-bet given the ICM considerations. So
he doesn't want to 3-bet bluff there.
And of course, Stefan in the big blind has the most incentive to make a squeeze play as well, right? So
yeah.
Covering Peters. 3-way to the flop. King, King, 9. A little something for everybody here. And here does decide to check it over to Sean. This is a case that if he were to bet this flop, pretty much only gets action from those gut shots.
210.
Sean with a bet, holding aces. Wow, very disciplined fold from Stefan, not putting a chip in this pot with.
And David should have some king X as well. Yeah.
You know, his equity against a lot of Sean's bluffs isn't that great, right? Because it's sort of the gut
Sean,
shots.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to continue with his 9-8. If he has 10-9, it's a different story than 9-8. And if it's suited with the backdoor flush draw, and so you need some backdoor equity, because on a lot of turns it goes check and you can realize your equity, but if you have 9-8 offsuit, what do you want to hope for an 8 or for?
Right. Yeah.
So,
Peters checks it once more to Sean.
How many beers did you have last night?
Sees the turn come 3 of diamonds. This gives him, there are some hands he'd fire a second barrel with here bluffing, right? Those gut shots with flush draws.
yeah. I assume he's going for 2 streets and checking back on the river, because 3 streets with aces is super thin. T. Peters should have king X in his range. And he shouldn't expect T. Peters call down a 9x for 3 streets, especially with that big sizing, right?
Right. Yeah, it was 725 into about $1 million.
And this card is an action killer anyway, so.
Expect this one to go check. Does indeed. Peters shows his ace-9.
But I remember 2 years ago when the first time they introduced the shot clock, the dealer were just, they couldn't handle it. It's just for the first time,
Right.
They forget all the time. It's not, that's not what they were, what they did in the past, so it was tough for them to handle that. And then it's of course not fair. Kind of not fair, just because some dealers are good with it and then the others not, and then find a way that every player has a fair same chance and same amount of time and so on, right? Alright, back to poker. Ike opened, Stefan defended, and we see an interesting monotone flop.
455,000 chips in the pot. Ike decides to check back.
And hits the river, right?
Well, ace on the turn is a good card for him, isn't it? He would have raised with one of his aces and check back on the flop with them, so.
I think he prefers the ace.
Yeah, half pot is the bet from Ike.
Put Steffen, a lot of hands of Steffen in a bad spot. I think King Queen is not one of them. Still good enough to call. So not easy to continue on the river as well.
Right.
But on the turn, King Queen is still good enough. Steffen knows he has all the ace-x as well. And Ike made a straight. Isn't that awesome for Ike? The interesting question here is how big is Ike going?
Right.
Probably something like half pot.
There you go. 460 the bet.
That's kind of half pot, right?
Yeah.
Just to make sure that I don't make a mistake. And I think, oh, I should. Maybe there's I see something weak of Ike,
Right.
and now I want to make chips with that, right?
Shot clock, so
Yeah.
that'll be why we haven't quite leveled up yet.
Yeah.
So we did start on time, and we are over an hour in.
If you could add one player here to this lineup, which player would you like to see here?
Just mashing buttons against him. Because
To be
that's
honest,
fun.
Leon he's changing dynamics so much, right? Because if he's mid-stack, he doesn't care busting or not.
Right.
So you always have to figuring out how you want to deviate from your regular strategy because of Leon. But now everyone is racked, so there's kind of this flow. Everyone knows what the other should do and what not.
Right.
And sometimes they deviate as well, like DP does with his big 3-bet. This might go on the turn check, bet, jam.
Well, Ike picks up the straight draw to go with his flush draw.
This turn card is not so good for Steffen.
I mean, Ike has hands like 7-8, 8-10,
Yeah.
9-10 now that will make pair and
these
draw.
hands he want to protect against. If Ike is going all, he's just going. Ike
Yeah.
is going all in. Can't see Steffen folding. He's like, meh, I don't want to call and calls, but
Right, because there's some 7x with diamonds, 10x with diamonds that might turn the hands into bluff. And what a river for Steffen. He wasn't quite sure. He is now top 2 pair. Of course, Ike still can have him beat with, like a hand like 7-10 or Queen 10, especially in diamonds or clubs that may have slow played the turn.
But now think of what hand Ike is calling an all-in here, right? He's pot left.
Right,
Steffen could use a smaller sizing.
right, Ike probably check jams his
But-
2 pairs on the turn. Right, so he doesn't have those
Yes.
too often, right? So Steffen's targeting more 1-pair combos here, right?
The thing is, if Ike has a lot of 2-pair combos check jamming on the turn, what hands he now is calling, which Steffen has beat, right?
Yeah.
So Ike has all his straights.
Yep.
Ike has not too many 2-pairs. I think something like Jack 9 of diamonds. He could check call and has now a tough life. I don't think Ike is calling here Jack 10 of diamonds.
Right, it's not a great candidate. Of course, the Jack does block hands like Ace Jack, but the 10 of diamonds is kind of one of the cards you'd want Steffen to be bluffing with on the turn end river.
For both. Having the ace of diamonds isn't good either for Steffen, because that way I could have a lot of ace 9 of diamonds,
Right.
ace 7 of diamonds.
I call.
Well, he does
Oh.
make the call. Steffen table's top 2, and that's it. Ike Haxton out in 6th. Pretty cold flop for him there. And a turn that gave him a straight draw. Like you said, just a lot of bluffs that Steffen can have.
Yeah, and not too many value combos too. It's a tough decision with the suited ace on the button.
A limp strategy coming into play. Again, he knows Steffen can put him in so much trouble.
40 bigs. Assume Nicky is raising King Queen offsuit. Kind of big, I think 400, maybe 480. Putting a little pressure on his weaker limping hands. That's 400.
There you go. 5x the bet.
And I don't know about the exact stack distribution. I think suited ace should be almost always a call.
3. Huh?
But if there's someone with 1.5 million, 1 million, maybe it's a fold. But I think these two guys are the shortest stacks, right? So.
Well, flop comes down 9-7-6.
So this
two
is
diamonds. Not a great flop for Nick, having raised from the big, and it fits Makita much more, right? He's going to be limp calling some 8-9 suited.
I assume Makita is winning this hand a lot of the time, and it's an important pot as well.
Right. When you're the two short stacks, taking chips off the other short stack is doubly important, isn't it? The 6 is just good enough to check back, and
we have the ace, right? So if there's an ace on the turn, we love it because now Nick has all his ace queens and ace kings,
right?
And we have 2 pairs, so we don't want to make him fold these hands. We want to have him these hands.
Well, very.
Yeah, this will be tough for Makita to win. That's not the card Makita was looking for. But yeah, he's going for a small sizing. Like, trying to give someone a massage. Okay.
Wow, the raise from Makita.
So sick.
We start that game.
Sean limps the button with 9s. We have a big limping strategy here with Stefan in the big blind. Makita, 18 bigs from the small.
1.1.
Yeah, it does raise it up, making it 1.1 million, leaving just 750k behind. And Sean surely will be putting this in with 9s. There we go, it is in, and straight away, an all-in and cool. Could we be down to 3 this quickly? Makita needing a little help in this flip. Now, whatever happens, this dynamic is going to change quite heavily after this hand.
That's when the magic starts.
Jack 8-4, no use to Makita. He's drawing pretty thin now. You see just 25% to take this one down. Can turn extra equity though on a number of turn cards. Well, set for Sean, but now Makita open-ended. Queen or 7 now his outs to win this one. And 7, there it is.
This is when the magic starts, you said?
Makita back in the game. Still the shortest stack, but you see there, within 1 million chips of Sean. That's only 10 big blinds.
This game is too simple.
Or you may just chill out for the rest of the week, huh?
Yeah, that also sounds good.
Well, Sean in second now, 74 big blinds. Peter's on 58, Makita on 55, so they are very close. Is of course Stefan Sontheimer enjoying the situation most with that big chip lead here on the final table of the Super High Roller Championships.
Raise 300.
Steph going to keep pressurizing with his chip lead, makes it 300k. King 3 suited under the gun. And Peters with a little over 20 bigs, Jack 9 suited on the button. This is certainly one worthy of consideration. Could fold out a lot of dominating hands. There's reasonable equity against the hands that call. Is quite a bit ahead of Bazikowski now. So does decide to fold, and Sean Winter with aces in the small blind behind. Well, good fade for Peters. Sean a little over 50 bigs deep. 3-bet. Like to see him go 4x. Well, he's going to flat. Okay. Doesn't have a lot of 3-bets against the chip leader. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say he doesn't have any. He's flatting here with aces. And wow. King, Queen, 3, rainbow. Stefan flopping kings up. Sean with aces. This could get messy. Sean has a lot of continues on this board, having peeled from the small, so Stefan's going to bet 3. And he could take a huge stride towards the title if he can take a big lump out of the second biggest stack. Stefan, of course, with a small c-bet on that board texture. Sean calls, and now you expect to see Stefan size up. He'll want to put pressure on hands like Queen X, maybe some of those pocket pairs that check call the flop. King X, pretty much always going to call the turn. I'd like to see him go around 1.1 million, 1.2, something in that order. Oh, he's going very big. 2 million. And this setting up for a river jam. Sean calls here. He'd have 5.4 back, and that would be the size of the pot. Sean, of course, beats some value hands. We'll be going nowhere. Well, the two short stacks loving seeing this action take place. Chance to ladder up. And well, it won't be a ladder up because Sean makes aces up on the river. The 5 counterfeiting Stefan's 2 pair. He quickly checks back. And well, Stefan sees just how unlucky he was. A brick and he would have got the lot.
No way. You snap check back king queen. Are you serious?
Well,
now let's see if he limps this. This would be interesting if he decides to go for like a balanced limp. He's done it. He's gone all in.
David, you have
2.6.
Oh no, that's a call.
2.6, a little over 2.6.
That's you can't fold really. Can't fold. He's like Sean's limped so much. He's always got like ace 2 and up or something. Yeah, you got to call.
does make the call. Gamble, gamble. Makita at risk.
Yeah, I want Makita to win for the little ICM like pressure cooker like, to continue. Because that's what I like watching. I like watching satellites where the pressure's infinite, the pain is like palpable.
Makita needs help.
9-10, 9-10, 4.
Can you put some kings while he away?
He's not even watching it himself.
Can you put the phone away? He's getting loads of messages from people like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, he's out in front here and sees an ace-9 deuce flop. That's about as good as it gets. Makita, you see, with just a 3% chance, needs a runner help here.
Again, though, 250k pressure cooker, final table, you know, easy to make. Like,
well, he's in the game. King or jack, not a heart though, of course.
Trip kings on the river.
1 king, 2 jacks.
That's right. What? 1 king?
2 kings he can hit.
Oh, 2 kings.
There we go. Makita's with us.
10% easy.
That's 9%. Oh.
3 on the end. That is the end of Makita Bazikowski's attempt to take down this super high roller. Man who loves these big barn events. Does pick up $710,000 for his efforts. And well,
make folds and stuff, you know.
Stefan 2.5xing, and well, David surely all in here.
No, he can't fold this. He's gonna be like, oh, he 2.5'd it. That's worrying. But
But I guess he should size up a little bit because Sean's disincentivized from calling a right. So
You could go even bigger, honestly. Because Sean, you just want Sean to fold constantly.
Yeah.
Nine.
I fold.
No folding.
Sean quickly folds. Stefan will quickly call. And
Good luck, David. I just root for the shorter stack usually.
And so, yeah, quickly, we may get a heads up. We're forehanded for hours.
It'd be interesting to see heads up. I don't find heads up as entertaining as multi-way
Right.
because there's no ICM left.
Yeah, it's just pure poker at that point.
Yeah.
Well,
But
it's
it'll
not
be
over yet.
interesting.
D. Peters can find a queen to double up here.
See if Goose mocks him up some more. I think he might find a queen.
9-5-5.
Yeah, it could happen.
Let's have a very slim backdoor straight draw.
3 queens out there, folks.
This ladder would be worth $1 million
$1,000,000
to Sean watching.
Oh, there's a few boats out there now.
Right, yeah. 5
Few
or a
little
king for a chop.
counterfeits. Yeah. I'm always rooting for a chop.
Keep the situation going.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Pull my bet back.
Pulling the ships back because it's going to hit a queen.
Wow, that's strong.
It's a queen.
Oh, it isn't a queen, it is the 6 of spades. And like I said, as quick as that, we lose 4th and 3rd in a matter of few hands.
Let's take one.
Oh, one card got exposed. Okay, okay. That's what happened.
Wow.
Oh.
All right. Sean finds ace-queen on the button.
For the limp.
It's going to be limp raise.
Stefan's going to go for
I say,
700 bags.
I mean, I say it's going to be limp raise. We saw Sean do some fine stuff earlier, but this is a lot different heads
Check.
up.
700.
Yeah, Stefan does make it 700.
It looks like he wants to just go all in.
Right. I mean, Stefan's raise sizing is on point here, isn't it? Because the whole point is makes it hard to peel, but then 4 bets are pretty difficult.
Yeah, you know, you make it 1.9 million. It's alright. Still got loads of chips behind. You can still do loads of stuff, really. It's just
going bigger. It's like, oh no, it's 4 red chips. There we go, 2 million. And now, well, Goose will just take his time,
just
move all in, and then, well,
Sean
I mean, this is it, right? Sean
Sean kind of just has the call.
It appears to me that Sean is looking, perhaps, just from what we saw earlier, probably happier to play a big pot.
I'd definitely be happy to get this in.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be limp calling.
All in?
You can't really.
Well, there's the all-in from Goose.
He's going to take about.
And Sean, well, it looks like he knows he has to call. He does make the call, so suddenly, Tom, we do have an all-in and call with the chip leader having the better hand.
Hold.
Hold, says Stefan, because if he loses,
the
stacks effectively switch.
30 seconds of sweating.
Wow, this could be over in a flash, Tom.
Take the
roast off.
Take the roast out of the oven.
Quick, wasn't it?
You put it back in the freezer.
Oh, it is not over yet. We saw this the other day in the Millions World with Roger getting queens in against kings of Steve Beautois, and so that match extended on. But 10-5-3. Stefan nods. He likes that one.
There's a heart out there.
I have ace king.
Drawing pretty bleak.
That's a funny
Well,
game.
here we go. There's always a chance of a chop. There's something that was going to happen. Either the board pair or it come a dooce or 4.
Don't you ask for too much. Maybe a deuce?
So
Nah,
a
it's
deuce
7.
would
Always
be a chop.
It's black too.
It might be a 7.
He needs a queen for the win, a deuce for the chop. Otherwise, Stefan will be the champion.
The nature of heads up.
9 on the end, and that's it.
That's it.
That's incredible, Tom.
77 big blinds. You know, that's just the nature of heads up. It's just
wow.
You get 2 good hands. You get a pair versus ace queen or whatever. The money just starts
Where's my
flying.
Wow. Well, they were discussing. They have a dinner break.
The dealer gave him a nice applause there. That's rare. That was very nice of her.
I'm kind of shell shocked at how quickly that went.
Yeah. The photos took longer than the heads up.
The negotiation of when to take a break took longer than the poker did.
Yeah, we were outside for like longer than this.
I mean,
well,
Stefan likes that hoodie.
This way you play the same hand, I guess.